You've done the work. You know your patterns. You know your triggers. You know exactly why you are the way you are. Childhood, attachment style, nervous system, the whole thing. And yet, you're still stuck. Welcome to Why Am I Like This kiosk. And today, we're going somewhere a little uncomfortable. We're talking about self-awareness. Specifically, the version of it that stops working. The version that quietly becomes its own problem while feeling like the solution. Because yes, you can be too self-aware. And if you've spent years analyzing yourself and still feel like you're going in circles, this one's for you. Part 1. Self-awareness was supposed to fix everything. Self-awareness is sold to us as the ultimate tool. Know yourself, fix yourself, understand the pattern, break the pattern. And look, it's not wrong. Self-awareness is the beginning of change. But somewhere along the way, a lot of people got stuck at the beginning. They learned the language of psychology. They identified their wounds. They mapped their behaviors back to their origins with almost frightening accuracy. And then they just kept doing that, forever, endlessly, calling it growth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Understanding why you do something is not the same as changing it. Insight is the door. It is not the room. Part 2. The analysis loop. This is where it gets real. There's a pattern I'd call the analysis loop, and if you're a self-aware person, you've been in it. Something happens. You feel something. Instead of feeling it, you immediately start explaining it. This is my anxious attachment. This is my fear of abandonment talking. This is a trauma response, not reality. And on the surface, that sounds healthy. But what's actually happening is, you're using analysis to skip the feeling entirely. The label becomes an exit ramp. Instead of sitting with the discomfort, you explain it away. The problem? The feeling doesn't actually go anywhere. It just goes underground. And underground feelings have a way of running things without your permission. Psychologists call this intellectualization, a defense mechanism where thinking about something becomes a substitute for actually processing it. It feels productive. It looks like awareness, but it's avoidance wearing a really convincing costume. Part 3. Self-awareness as identity. Here's the layer nobody talks about. For a lot of people, being self-aware isn't just a tool anymore. It's become a personality. It's become the thing that makes them feel different, special, more evolved than people who just react without thinking. And when that happens, something dangerous follows. You become invested in the problem, because if you fix it, who are you? This sounds extreme, but think about it. How many times have you caught yourself explaining your issues so fluently that it almost felt like a performance? How many times has naming the thing replaced doing something about the thing? Self-awareness as identity creates a subtle incentive to stay stuck, because being the person who deeply understands their struggles is still a role. And roles are comfortable, even when they're painful. Part 4. The paralysis it creates. Okay, practical consequences. Hyper self-awareness creates a specific kind of paralysis. You see every move before you make it. You know the pattern so well you can narrate it in real time and still can't stop it. You start something, watch yourself starting something, critique the way you're starting it, and then abandon it. In relationships, it looks like this. You're so aware of your patterns that you're watching yourself in every interaction, monitoring, adjusting, second-guessing, performing awareness instead of actually being present. That's exhausting, for you and everyone around you. And then there's over-explanation, the self-aware person who preemptively explains all their flaws before anyone can notice them. I know I do this thing where as a way of controlling the narrative before the vulnerability hits. It looks like honesty. It's actually armor. Part 5. What actually moves you forward? So what do you do with this? First, feel the thing before you label it. Next time something comes up, give yourself 60 seconds before you analyze it. Just feel it. Locate it in your body. Let it be uncomfortable without immediately turning it into a concept. That 60 seconds is where actual processing lives. Second, move from insight to action, even imperfectly. You don't need to fully understand a pattern to start interrupting it. Action doesn't wait for complete self-knowledge. Nobody ever has complete self-knowledge. At some point, you just do the different thing and see what happens. Third, notice when analysis is avoidance. Ask yourself honestly, am I thinking about this because it's helping me move, or because thinking feels safer than moving? That question alone will tell you everything. Self-awareness is a tool, the best tool you have, but a tool you never put down becomes a crutch. At some point, you have to close the journal, stop the internal monologue, and just live, badly sometimes, without full understanding, like a person. So here's the real talk. If you're self-aware enough to be watching a video about being too self-aware, congratulations. And also, do you see what just happened? The trap is everywhere. You're not broken for being in it. It means you care about growing. It means you've done real work on yourself. But growth has a next step, and that step is less analysis, more living. Less explaining, more doing. Less watching yourself, more being yourself. You already know enough. You've always known enough. The only thing left is to actually go. Okay, if this hit different, I need you to do 3 things. Like or hype this video. It helps more people find it, and honestly, this took a lot out of me. Drop a comment and tell me, are you in the analysis loop right now? What's the thing you understand completely and still haven't changed? I read everything. I want to know. And subscribe if you want more of this. Real psychology, no fluff, delivered by someone who is absolutely also figuring it out in real time. We're all in this together. Some of us are just more eloquently confused than others. See you in the next one.